is this Warrior squad and their championship window still open?
Damn, I didn't know they signed that, brother.
You ever been in projects?
Once or twice.
There's bars on that window, huh? Right? So you can't come in or get out, right? It don't open. So there's no open window on this team right now. That is too old, not enough.
You think after what you saw after the trade
There's
down
not
with
enough
Jimmy Butler?
attributes for how Steph plays, right? Steph is going to keep, how Steph plays is going to keep him relevant, but it's like he needs another guy that helps him move.
Buddy Hield.
Can he keep that up?
Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield. Look, move Draymond to the
man,
bench. Let Jimmy Butler play Draymond
you know what I mean?
position. I would let Jimmy Butler need to buy in to be in the new Draymond. He can play that position.
So what does Draymond do then?
He come off the bench and be the anchor.
He want everybody off the bench.
What is he giving us when he's starting? He's giving us defense. Now, he's a great defensive player, but what is he giving us? What is his stats last year?
I think the window's open.
It's going to be 6, 6, 7, something. 6,
Steph Curry.
6, 7.
It ain't no disrespect.
No, it ain't. I mean,
it's adjusting to the time.
Steph can't do no wrong.
9.6 rebounds, 6 assists.
9, 6, and 6.
9, 6, and 6.
So Jimmy can't give us that?
Steph can't do no wrong.
What was Jimmy's?
Talking about Giannis
Butler's
and his
stats.
brother still did the same thing. We ain't hear one problem.
No, Seth is going to tell you.
Seth is a good
Come on,
basketball.
bro. Where's Steph been at?
Seth can play.
So with the Warriors,
In Philly, he was in Charlotte last year.
Jimmy Butler averaged 18, 6, and 6
18, 6, and 6.
Seth
in his 30 games with the Warriors.
Come on, man.
18 what?
Jimmy Butler,
18, 6, Jimmy Butler.
Obviously got that 2-year
I'm
deal.
saying we ain't heard
18, 6, and 6 in his 30 games with the Warriors last season.
He averaged 18, 6, and 6. It looked
Quiet
bad.
as fuck. Nasty.
He was 18, 6, and 6, and we was complaining about it, too.
Who that?
Jimmy, it looked like, come on, man, you got to shoot some more.
23 and 9 after the
Jimmy
trade,
played
22 and 5 with Jimmy and Steph
played a
together.
forward, man.
No, I'm
That's
wrong.
consistent.
I think the window's still open.
That's
They need-
consistent,
they
Jimmy.
Mr. B, why do you think the window's still open?
Because they got the greatest point guard ever.
Yeah, I mean,
They have Magic
He ain't-
Johnson on
he
the
ain't-
roster.
I mean, he's not slowing down. So you see him running around and.
What?
I mean, him alone is just going to always have them in the conversation. So
I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on this Warriors squad,
Al
especially what we
Horford.
saw after the trade deadline last season. I know, I get it. I get it. They owe.
Did we complain when Klay Thompson moved to the bench?
Yes.
yes,
So why did they do that?
Wrong.
because it was stupid.
Shake some shit up, trying to shake some shit up.
That
They
was,
did.
They shook it up.
Hey,
Stupid.
Who he brought in Pazinski
Yeah,
in front of him, right?
Randy
He ain't paid
Pazinski.
out yet.
Where is it?
You move.
Still there?
He's still with the Warriors. He wants the torch to be passed to
what was
him
that, last year?
as a part of that next generation.
By the fire,
when they did that? Yeah.
and he said want the torch to be passed to him, by the end with the fire on it.
Yeah.
Hand it to him with the fire.
They benched
Yeah.
Klay Thompson, messed his mental up.
I'm just
for
reporting the
Pozinski.
news.
And Pazinski didn't turn out to be what they thought he was going to be, and they
You
didn't
got
pay
Jimmy
Klay.
Butler, though. You got Jimmy Butler that could come in
Should've
and
kept
offset
Poole.
all of the shit you missing, make the game faster. Like, you got to think about it. When Draymond's in the game with that core with Al Horford, you got one guy you can sit off of. If you put Jimmy Butler in that position, you got to play all 5 guys now. It ain't saying nothing bad about Dre. It's like Dre can come off the bench and anchor the second unit. Whoever that second unit is, but you got a faster, more mobile, and you got a bigger threat in Jimmy Butler that can give you
For me.
25, 30 coming off that 4 spot. Then you got Buddy Hield in
He gonna play
there.
the 4?
Don't nobody know
Yeah,
Steph like Draymond,
Jimmy at the
bro.
4.
Steph
If you
needs
playing
Draymond.
small already, he's taller than Draymond.
Steph needs
But he don't
Draymond.
play bigger than Draymond. He
He
don't
play
jump higher than
defense, he
Draymond.
play defense, he passed the ball, he do everything Draymond do.
He don't know Steph
He
like
don't.
Draymond do though.
He don't do
Steph
everything.
knows they got a connection, bro. I'm telling you.
I think you keep.
You got
You gotta
Al
keep
Horford out
Draymond
there.
in.
I know.
Oh, and so you got no protection at the rim. You got your center that got a 5-foot-inch vertical.
We ain't been playing defense the last 3 years anyway, so it don't even fucking matter.
Right,
so
we just been
so
trying to
just get it and go. Get it and go. We faster.
can't stop.
Like, ain't no defense in the NBA no more. Let's just stop this being defense.
They resigned Quentin Post, you said, correct?
They got Quentin Post
Coming off the bench. Yeah.
Damn.
Like I'm just like
damn Nets.
like
I'm telling you, they
Damn,
flirting
come off
with
the
different
bench.
lineups.
he should be starting.
He should be
He
starting.
started some games last season.
It don't not no Al
Over
Horford.
Dre.
Over Quentin Post would be your 5.
To stretch the floor.
Yes. He should be your 5 on offense, and then let Draymond do what Draymond
Yes, Quinn Pope should be your 5.
The Warriors going to be better than Clippers?
Starting 5 in the NBA, absolutely.
Mr. B, the Warriors are going to be better than who?
The Clippers, for sure.
You know why?
Why?
Because Jimmy Butler plays team basketball, right? Great team basketball guy. There's no defined second option for that team, right? So there's like Kuminga hasn't stepped up and Buddy Hield hasn't stepped up and say, yo, I'm going to be taking those 18, 20 shots and I'm going to be that second guy. So Jimmy, you can be the third. They don't have that yet. Right now it's Steph playing Steph and then a guy playing very great basketball. They don't have the Clay. They don't have that guy that says, okay, he's a number 2. Like we need that. Like that's the problem. So unless Kuminga can turn into that and say we're guaranteeing 18 from him with Jimmy Butler averaging his 18, 6 and 6. Now you're talking about
So is Jimmy not number 2?
Jimmy, I'm about to say Jimmy not number 2.
It's hard to be a number 2 when Steve Kerr telling you to pass the ball to one person.
But I'm saying, look, you got Steph.
He telling everybody to
Kuminga,
find one person.
Buddy
My
Hield,
confidence is
Jimmy
done.
Butler, and Al Horford. That could be your starting 5.
A very old.
So who's
starting
taking
5.
this? So if your number 2 is averaging 18,
Would be the oldest starting 5 in the NBA after close to 37 years of age.
In NBA
remember this,
history.
like your second
Let's
option.
say put Post in.
everybody
Let's put
else
Post in the
is
starting
The
lineup.
oldest State
Your
Warriors.
second option is averaging 18. Like that's not a second option.
Like your second.
He's not gonna. He's gonna play good basketball. He's gonna go like so. You need him as your third.
So, but I think on that team, the way they have constructed it and the way they play, you having Steph average what he's going to average, we know that, whatever that is, and Jimmy Butler and Kuminga averaging 18 apiece.
Yes,
that's
what I said. Kuminga does.
that's fine.
Kuminga has
right?
average 18. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You can get away with that. But if
And
it's
Buddy being
but if it's
13, 12,
yeah,
10.
you can get away with that.
They thought Pozinski was going to be averaging 20 for Clay.
I mean, he's only going through his third year.
No way they thought that.
I don't know why they thought that.
No way they thought that. Nobody thought that.
That's why they did the shit.
Why do you think they benched him?
Hell no.
He got.
They just thought
They thought he was going to average 20.
They thought he was going to replace Clay.
They thought he was just gonna make more open shots.
Steve just liked him because he reminded him of him.
Clay was on some bullshit.
Like,
Right?
he remind me of me, man.
They
He
didn't think he was
remind me
gonna
of
average 20.
I hate that. I hate when players come in.
Steve Kerr was out there smoking that motherfucking that Bay's finest, man.
Bajinski only in his third
Kurt
season.
thought that he should be fired. Kurt,
Averaged 12 points per game last year.
Clay was
I
getting booed.
Hyphy with it.
Hey, Clay was getting talked down
because he
upon.
wasn't making shots.
Averaging 18 points a game.
This week coming off of the ACL though, wasn't it?
No,
No,
this is last year, the 2023.
before he
Was
went to
this
the
because of
Mets.
the contract, right?
Shooting
Yeah, this is the contract.
43%, shooting 38. He was getting like, oh yeah, we don't need him no more. They thought Pozinski can do at least that.
No, that's because he was making open shots.
Yeah, I would make open
He
shots
ain't a
too.
better
Like
shooter than Clay.
And then I can, if Clay and goddamn Curry on the court, of course I can make some open shots.
Jordan Poole proved that.
So Bajinski averaged 12 points per game last season, shot 37% from 3, 44% from the field.
Wait. He shot 37% from 3.
And average 12.
11.7. Can you know he rounded
I
up?
dig it.
And they
Rounded up out of respect.
benched Clay. They benched Clay at 38% from 3, averaging 18.
And man, y'all sleeping
Okay.
on Warriors, boy.
That's nasty.
Warriors top 5.
Dope
They just
for
didn't want
dog
to pay
food.
Clay. We all know that was the deal, though.
Oh,
They
yeah.
didn't want
The
to pay
window's
Clay that
open.
bread.
Warriors
We
top
knew he was
5.
going to leave after
Nah,
that.
they
We all knew.
The Warriors are not liking to pay the bread.
don't-
All right, well, let's shift it forward to something that Steph Curry may benefit from this season.
Every dynasty in sports reaches that moment when the outside world begins to doubt. When the analysts say their time is up. When critics whisper they're too old, too slow, too small. But the Golden State Warriors have made a living proving people wrong. And as we head into the 2025-26 season, something special is brewing again in the Bay. For nearly a decade, the identity of the Warriors has been built on movement. Motion without the ball, connection without words, rhythm without hesitation. It's the heartbeat of Steve Kerr's system, the jazz of basketball, constant improvisation within structure. And no one in the NBA history book has ever mastered that symphony like Stephen Curry. Curry's ability to dominate a game without dribbling every possession has redefined how the sport is played. Defenders chase him through mazes of screens, and while they're gasping for air, the ball finds him in perfect rhythm. splash. But what makes this version of the Warriors so intriguing is that Curry's philosophy, that movement is power, is spreading like wildfire through the roster. This week, rookie-turned-rising core piece Brandon Podziemski put a spotlight on someone who represents that invisible art of movement, Gary Payton II. To the casual fan, Payton's numbers don't pop off the page, but to the Warriors, he's a silent engine, a man who thrives in the corners, who slashes to the rim at the right second, who locks down opponents like a human magnet. Podziemski said it best, Payton doesn't need the ball to change the game. And in this Warriors universe, that's the ultimate compliment. Payton's defense is poetry in motion. He mirrors the opponent's best guard, slides laterally with impossible quickness, and somehow makes shots that should be open suddenly disappear. He's 6'3", but plays like he's 6'8", thanks to his wingspan and instincts, gifts clearly inherited from his father, Gary Payton, the Hall of Famer who once shut down entire offenses on his own. Podziemski didn't just praise Payton's skill, he praised his presence. He's important, he said, because he plays so well with Steph, because of his defense, and because of what he brings in the locker room. That last part, the locker room, is what championship teams are built on. Warriors fans know this better than anyone. You don't win 4 titles in 8 years without trust, humility, and shared purpose. And this season, the chemistry is real again. Draymond Green, the emotional engine of the dynasty, still sets the tone defensively and orchestrates the offense with surgical precision. His partnership with Curry is like a telepathic connection. They don't even need to talk anymore. One screen, one glance, and the defense unravels. Jimmy Butler, the Warriors' newest warrior, fits perfectly into that ethos. Known for his grit, his playoff fire, and his leadership, Butler has already brought a dose of raw edge to a team that was missing it last season. He's the kind of player who doesn't flinch in chaos, the type of competitor who raises everyone else's heartbeat. When you add a mind like Butler's to a system like Kerr's, and you still have Curry's supernatural shooting and Green's IQ, what you get is a fusion of experience and urgency. Golden State may not have the youngest roster in the Western Conference, but they might have the most intelligent and self-aware one. Brandon Podziemski, meanwhile, continues to be the bridge between eras. The young guard plays with the maturity of a veteran, reading the floor, making quick decisions, hitting the glass, and doing the small things that win playoff games. His chemistry with Curry is growing each day, and his understanding of movement and spacing already makes him a Kerr favorite. After recovering from multiple surgeries last season, Brandon has returned sharper, stronger, and more vocal, ready to lead the second unit and at times close games alongside Steph. Behind the scenes, there's a new energy at Chase Center. Training sessions have been intense but joyful. Reports from team insiders say Curry still arrives before dawn, shooting in the dark, drenched in sweat long before practice begins. He knows the window is closing, but he's not ready to let it slam shut. The Warriors' identity remains their greatest weapon. While teams like the Nuggets and Thunder have built around size and athleticism, Golden State still kills you with precision, movement, and intelligence. Opponents know exactly what's coming and still can't stop it, because there's nothing predictable about a team where anyone can screen, anyone can pass, and anyone can cut. Gary Payton II's value in that structure is immeasurable. His defense allows Kerr to play smaller, faster lineups that suffocate opponents. He guards the opposing star, freeing Curry from exhausting defensive matchups. His timing on cuts and putbacks adds a new wrinkle to an already complex playbook. He's 6'3", but plays like he's 6'8", thanks to his wingspan and instincts, gifts clearly inherited from his father, Gary Payton, the Hall of Famer who once shut down entire offenses on his own. Podziemski didn't just praise Payton's skill, he reminded everyone that greatness isn't just measured in points or PER, it's in awareness, sacrifice, and chemistry. And that's exactly why Golden State remains dangerous. Because when this team moves as one, when Steph relocates to the corner, when Draymond screens, when Podziemski reads the defense, when Peyton crashes the lane, the Warriors become that beautiful, chaotic masterpiece we've all fallen in love with for over a decade. Let's not forget, the Warriors finished top 5 in offensive efficiency last season, even with injuries and inconsistency. Now they've added leadership in Butler, experience in Al Horford, and depth in DeAnthony Melton. That's not a team fading away. That's a veteran group loading up for one more run. And for Curry, every season is now legacy territory. He's already changed basketball forever. 4 rings, 2 MVPs, a Finals MVP, and the greatest shooting record ever. But his hunger hasn't dimmed. Watch him pregame, drenched in sweat before most players even lace up, and you'll see the same fire that burned back in 2015. The doubters will say the dynasty is over. The real ones, the Dub Nation faithful, know it's not. They see the chemistry building again. They see the veteran leadership blending with young energy. They see the smiles returning. When you look around the league, everyone is chasing the next big thing. But in San Francisco, the Warriors are focused on the one thing that never goes out of style: championship basketball built on trust, motion, and heart. So as we head into another season, remember this: the Warriors don't need to reinvent themselves. They just need to be themselves. The system still works. The stars still shine. And with players like Brandon Podziemski learning from the masters, the culture is alive and evolving. Gary Payton II may not score 30 a night, but he embodies everything this franchise stands for: defense, sacrifice, movement, and pride. And that's exactly why he's so essential. Because for the Warriors, the game has never been about one man. It's always been about 5 men moving as one mind. Steph Curry is still that heartbeat. Draymond is still that voice. Butler is now the edge. Podziemski is the link. And Gary Payton II, he's the soul. Golden State might not be the Vegas favorite, but in the West, no one wants to see them in a 7-game series, not with this experience, not with this system, and not with this belief. Because belief, that unshakable conviction that the next shot will fall, that the next stop will come, is what built this dynasty. And it's what could make the impossible happen again. So to everyone watching this, what do you think, Dub Nation? Can Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, and this new old Warriors mix make another run? Can they prove the doubters wrong one more time? Let us know in the comments. Drop your predictions for how far this team can go. Do you believe in the movement, in the chemistry, in the dynasty that refuses to die? If you're part of Dub Nation, hit that like button, share this video with every true Warriors fan you know, and subscribe to Warriors Nation News, because this story, this journey, this legacy, it's not done yet. The Warriors are still writing history. One pass, one cut, one splash.